tomorrow. The Deputy Prime Minister has encouraged persons with disabilities to actively participate during the ongoing national elections. And the Minister for Finance says the launch of the Eswatini air routes will help improve foreign direct investment. Hello again, and for the news in detail, His Excellency the Prime Minister Cleopas Dlamini has left the country, heading to Turkey, where he will be representing His Majesty King Eswatini III during the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan inauguration that will be held on Saturday, where he will take oath of office and start his third presidential term following his latest election win. The Prime Minister says Eswatini and Turkey have signed many bilateral agreements that benefit both countries. The Prime Minister elaborates about his international assignment.
Siya Turkey edolobheni lase-Ankara lapha siyomela khona ingwenyama la beyimenyiwe ukuthi iyongenela lo suku sihamba nje ilanga linye ngasho njalo ngoba lo msebenzi ukusasa ngesondo siyajika sase sifike la ngomsombuluko.
We are going to Turkey to represent His Majesty King Eswatini III as per an invitation received. We will be gone for a day as the President inauguration will be on Saturday. Turkey and Eswatini have diplomatic relations dating back to 1981. Turkey have awarded scholarship to about 100 Eswatini students who are studying in that country. Turkey also assists Eswatini in building schools through some of its non-profit making organizations. Eswatini also assists Turkey in many ways, like voting for them during referendums.
Kunalokunye ke lapha basibambisa khona kwakhathi ikolwa ngema NGOs abo la khathi ikolwa la kangwane.
The Deputy Prime Minister Themba Masuku says despite considering the request from persons with disabilities to be sponsored during national elections, but he encourages them to lobby more than anything else in order to win during the ongoing national elections. Masuku says they can lobby to be elected to Senate by members of Parliament or lobby the general electorate during the national elections.
The Deputy Prime Minister Themba Masuku said this when his office and the Elections and Boundaries Commission met with organizations of persons with disabilities, where they requested government to sponsor persons with disabilities in order for them to win during the national elections. This was during the consultative meeting, which hopes to increase the participation of persons with disabilities in the 2023 national elections and beyond.
Kufuneka babuke njengaloku kukhona umthetho lowakhiwa lo sekela kukhethwa kwabomake kusho ukuthi nabo ababuke lapha emthethweni ku constitution ukuthi kudeni lifastelo lingavuleka kanjalo njengaloku lavuleke labomake kusho ukuthi ke konke lokho ngilebe sitobahlomisa ngako azange kukhuthadwe ukuthi emavoti ayathenga.
Ebephela live linayo indlela assistant grants.
Persons with disabilities say it is difficult for most of them to win elections as they do not have enough money. It is for this reason that they plead with government to fund their elections race. They say it cannot be ignored that most people use money to win elections. Some of the persons with disabilities raised their wishes to be appointed by their majesties. For Eswatini TV News, Fortune Dlangamandla, Eswatini.
The Minister for Education, Lady Howard, says the government is working closely with different stakeholders to minimize menstrual stigma and discrimination. The minister was speaking during the commemoration of the World Menstrual Health Day, where she was represented by the acting Principal Secretary, Dr. Ndombenhle Dlamini.
The Kingdom of Eswatini, through the Ministry of Health and Education, commemorated the day on Friday at Ekebeni High School under the Ntondozi Nkundla. The Minister of Education and Training, represented by the acting PS, Dr. Ndombenhle Dlamini, said the government of the Kingdom of Eswatini is committed into ensuring that no girl child miss school due to lack of sanitary towels.
Noma ngabe wendlula esikhathini sekuthi uwesifazane aconnect iceba ahambe ngekuthi gcaja aye esikolweni.
She says the ministry will continue to work closely with different stakeholders to end menstrual discrimination and improve overall health of adolescent girls and women in the country. Adolescent sexual reproductive health technical lead at the Ministry of Health, Zandile Masangane, says the Ministry of Health, in partnership with health and education stakeholders, work tirelessly to ensure the provision of sanitary towels to adolescent girls in need.
Thina silitiko letempilo sisebenta nelitiko letemfundvo. Nangabe kunesikole leseswele kakhulu liyakhona litiko letemfundvo kusitsinza.
Masangane says the government of the Kingdom of Eswatini has a vision of providing every girl child with sanitary towels and minimize the stigma. Whereas this year's World Menstrual Health Day theme is making menstruation a way of life by 2030. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, I am Samkal Swekoza with Simuva Shongwe Ekebeni.
The Minister for Finance, Neil Reckenbeck, says the launch of the Eswatini air route will help improve foreign direct investment. The minister was speaking at the King Mswati III International Airport during the first take-off of Eswatini air flight to Cape Town.
The Royal Eswatini National Airways Corporation Eswatini Air Embraer ERJ-145 on Friday took off for the fourth time, carrying the country's flag to the skies for the launch of the Eswatini Cape Town route. Senators, members of parliament, government officials, and members of the public gathered at the King Mswati III International Airport for the historical event. The Minister of Finance, Neil Reckenbeck, says the launch of these flights means economic development through foreign direct investment.
The profitability might not be there in the beginning. In time, we do believe it can be a lovely venture for Eswatini, but the main thing is connectivity to our country. So the moment people can connect and come into Eswatini from all angles, it just means the economy itself and foreign direct investment can really increase. And
Renak Chairperson Mden Mazibugu says this is in line with the country's first world vision.
This is a major step, the first world status.
Eswatini Tourism Authority CEO Linda Nxumalo highlighted the significance of this launch on the tourism sector.
From the international community bafikela eCape Town. So lokhu lokwenteka lamuhla kuyasithokozisa kakhulu ngoba sitawukhona lokhu bese sesiyaqhumana ke manje basuke direct kusuka eCape Town bete lakhaya.
On Friday morning, both 50-seater flights took off from the King Mswati III International Airport, first one heading for Harare and the other one connecting the kingdom through the Cape Town International Airport. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, I am Samkal Siwekoza with Sikumbuzo Dlamini, King Mswati III International Airport.
The Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Trade says the National Handicraft Sector Policy will assist in ensuring that artisans produce products that meet world standards and further assist them in generating revenue through their work. This was said by the Ministry's Director of Small and Medium Enterprises, Mluli Dlamini, during the policy validation workshop.
The Minister of Commerce, Industry and Trade, Small and Medium Enterprises Director Mluleki Dlamini speaks about the importance of the National Handicraft Sector Policy, which is first of its kind for Eswatini.
So we're hoping that all issues that touch to the sector will be addressed within this implementation plan. The policy will look at issues of standards and also issues of packaging and quality.
Eswatini Economic Policy Analysis and Research Center Senior Research Officer Maliso Mohammed elaborates on some of the issues to be addressed by the policy.
Through this policy, government is making a commitment to develop the sector so that we can improve livelihoods, but as well make sure that we become much more competitive in terms of the quality of product we are producing in the handicraft sector.
Tumsile Simelane speaks on behalf of those in the handicraft sector.
They used to copy our product or our design and then protect themselves. Like they claim it's their own because we don't have any police and we cannot claim that this is made for Eswatini, this is made for Eswatini, we cannot claim. But by now, from today, we know that we'll be protected with this policy.
The policy will be effective for 5 years, however, it shall be reviewed after 3 years. For Eswatini TV News, Fortune Dlangamandla, with Smova Shong Mpabane.
The Ministry of Finance says engagements with the Ministry of Public Service are underway for salaries and posts at the Auditor General's office. This was said by the Principal Secretary at the Ministry of Finance, Zagele Dlamini.
The Public Accounts Committee, PAC, has had a meeting with controlling officers for all government ministries on pending matters before the 11th Parliament is dismantled. Chairperson of the committee, Musagnene, raised concerns on the number of employees and salaries of the Auditor General's office, saying it compromises the audit of government funds.
About 30 people from Nebolus at 26 billion. 30. How many schools they have to audit? Ministries, then get them up Paris data. We are born in the good village.
Auditor General Timothy Matsebula says auditing is a challenge due to minimum wages and the number of auditors.
And the recruitment of 2014, that's why we recruited advertisers for Labash. And Bahamba Bonke, Labantu, the group layer was only 3. Mebatabu, Kansas, City, Tata, Kulim, and Margaret. So, we must say a recruiter and a pal. But feel about Bahamba about how can you stay whole in Mali if entry level to Langfang AG be holding a pass squad driver. Public service Wagila Jando, who from the audit, be a whole pass squad drive. Intact the mood out type president. We figure my t-shirt here, you bribe Lomuntu. I put me report.
PS at the Minister of Finances, Agele Dlamini, assured the committee that they will address this issue urgently.
See it, Damachi. I think the challenge that you have is the limited resources, but whenever we get space, siyazama accommodate IG. Kulesikalo sakhe nje lesi lasibeka ko staff. I think ikufuna sikhulumisane na public service. Because public service nakafaka sicelo utsinga simconfirmele ukuthi ama funds akhona. And I think I hear AG's request ukuthi if possible, let's engage our ministers ukuthi sibe stand alone.
The Auditor General's office is mandated to perform financial and compliance audits on public funds. Reporting for Eswatini TV News, I'm Samgal Suekoza with Mbongwa Dube and Tombingose Mavimbela, Parliament.
The nation is already aware of the news that have been circulating on social media and other news platforms about the arrest of Taboknene, who was alleged to be the commander of the so-called Swaziland International Solidarity Forces, the entity that is suspected to be behind the number of heinous crimes or criminal and terrorism-related cases that have occurred in the country in the recent past and up to date. And now, through this statement, we are confirming that indeed Taboknene and another suspect have been arrested and they are currently detained and assisting the police with their investigations of crimes ranging from murder, attempted murder, and other serious offences. We wish to take this opportunity to extend the appreciation to the public, which is fully behind and supporting the police with information as they continue with their investigations of terrorism-related and other serious crimes. May these cooperation continue to prevail. In the same vein, following these latest developments, we urge and appeal to members of the public to exercise restraint and avoid taking retaliatory action but allow the law to take its course as expected. Now, this announcement is by the National Commissioner of Police. With that, we take a quick commercial break. When we come back, the news continues. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
Umsakazo wetithombe iEswatini TV utibophelele kuhlonipha nekulandzela umgomo wetekusakata loweluswe libandla letekuchumana eveni.
Ngephansi kwalomgomo sitimisele kusakata tindzaba letenteka ngaleso sikhatsi, tindzaba letide emagama lacosheme, letitsembekile, letitsintsa tonke tinhlangothi naletisebaleni.
Kusukela kutepolitiki, tetemphilo, tekulima, tetinkantolo netemhlaba wonke jikelele, siniletsela tindzaba njengoba tinjalo ngaleso sikhatsi letenteka ngaso.
Kanzi kulomsakato siphindze sikulethele lonke luhlobo lwetemidlalo kusuka emidlalweni welibhola letinyawo kuye emidlalweni ledlalelwa ematafuleni kanye naleto letiqhamuka ngaphandle kwakuleli.
Leti tindzaba lowutiletselwa ngumsakazo wetithombe iEswatini TV.
When you choose your adventures, you do so with an open heart and a desire for the unexpected. You embark on journeys to discover new worlds full of wonder. You choose a path to awaken your senses, a world to make you look up and realize just how inspiring this life can be. Arrive and awaken your heart. Explore life in ways only thought possible in your dreams. Discover just how far you'll go to expand your understanding of life's greatest mysteries. There's just one place on this planet with so much to offer. Now is the time for you to have the royal experience in the kingdom.
Welcome back. You're still with the news bulletin at 8 at Eswatini TV. Thank you so much for choosing to stay with us. We shall now move on into the world of business, where we get a sense of how markets fared today in our financial report through financial indicators. Welcome back. Now in the world of sports, swimmer Hayley Hoare and taekwondo artist Slelelwe Matsebula among the nominees for the regional annual sports awards to be hosted in Eswatini. The list of nominees was announced by Stanley Mutoya, who is the Chief Executive Officer for Region 5 in Mbabane.
The Junior Female Sportsperson of the Year category, the nominees are Hayley Hoare from swimming Eswatini, Jade Piri, swimming from Zambia, and Christine Mboma, athletics from Namibia. Junior Male Sportsperson of the Year, the nominees are Sihlelelwe Zwakele Matsebula, taekwondo from Eswatini, Sean Joseph from boxing, Malawi, and William Chinzewe from draft, Zambia.
The Minister for Sport, Harris Bulunga, then congratulated the two athletes for such achievement and added that they believe they will have more in the years to come.
First, let me express my excitement that for this edition we do have athletes that are in the final list of nominees. It might look like a small number because we have only two, and these have been our outstanding girls, Hayley in swimming and then Slelelwe Matsebula in taekwondo, who have really done well and did the country proud. But it's a start. If I remember, I attended the Rasa Awards in the last edition in Namibia as part of the Council of Ministers meeting, and then the Rasa Awards were held. And I felt like a stranger in that room when the awards weren't going because there was no Leswati that was amongst the nominees.
Other nominees from the region include Peter Shalulile, who has been nominated for the Sportsman of the Year award. Eswatini's fastest man, Spusiso Matsenjo, missed out on the nominations. The awards will be hosted in the country on the 24th of June 2023. This year is election year for Eswatini, where a new government will be voted in for the next 4 years. The Eswatini School Sports Chairman Anthony Mdluli has come out to encourage sports personalities to be part of the elections, as that might help sports grow in the country. Mdluli believes that if enough sports people are in decision-making position in government, that will be easy to influence certain decisions. Reporting for Eswatini TV Sports News, I am Patizo Msibi, Mbabane.
We shift gears now into international sports. English referee Martin Taylor was attacked by fans at the Budapest airport by AS Roma fans after officiating in the Europa finals on Wednesday. Roma lost the game against Sevilla on penalties.
English ref Martin Taylor was attacked by Roma fans after the Europa League finals, where Roma was playing against Sevilla in a game that they lost in penalties. The referee was first attacked by Roma coach Jose Mourinho after the game, which is believed it's what made the fans to also attack the referee, who was at the time at the Budapest airport together with his family. Roma accused the referee for unfair decisions in a game where 13 yellow cards were dished out. The UEFA has come out to say they will not take any decision for now until the referees committee submitted a detailed report of what happened. In the Under-20 World Cup played in Argentina, Uruguay won by a goal to nil against Gambia. South Korea won by 3-2 against Ecuador. The next round of games will see Africa's only surviving team, Nigeria, take on South Korea. Brazil would take on Israel, amongst other games. In the French Open, the world's number 1, Iga, progressed to the next stage of the competition after beating Liao 6-4, 6-0. And Elena won against Robina by 6-3, 6-3. Reporting for Eswatini TV Sports News, I am Patizo Msibi. Pictures are sourced from the DW, France 24, and VOA.
With those sports news, we have hit the home stretch of the news bulletin at 8 at Eswatini TV. But before we go, here's a quick reminder of news-making headlines tonight. The Prime Minister has left the country for Turkey, where he will represent His Majesty King Eswatini III during the inauguration of the Turkish president tomorrow. The Deputy Prime Minister has encouraged persons with disabilities to actively participate during the ongoing national elections. And the Minister for Finance says the launch of the Eswatini air routes will help improve foreign direct investment. Beautiful Kingdom of Eswatini, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for choosing to stay with us. We shall now cross over to the Weather Center for a detailed weather report from us and the rest of the team at Eswatini TV. Enjoy your weekend. For now, it's good night and God bless.